today's guest speaker session on AI making data science transparent. We are honored to host Miss Netali Agrawal, AVP Data Science at Commonwealth Bank. With 14 years of experience, she transforms complex data into real world solutions and is celebrated as one of India's top 10 data science mentors. Her expertise spans banking, insurance, retail, and supply chain, and her global reach and commitment to mentorship inspires professionals worldwide. Ms. Agarwal makes AI clear, practical, and accessible. It's a privilege to have her with us today. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Netali Agarwal to the mic. Over to you, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you, Ananya. Hi, all. A very good evening. I hope I am audible.
Yes, ma'am, you are.
Thank you. So I'll quickly share my screen. This is not coming up. Just a minute. Somehow I'm not able to. Just give me a moment, please. I'll quickly share my screen. Okay. Let me know if you guys can see the PPT.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay, great. So yeah, today's topic is explainable AI. In short, we call it XAI, but it is just explainable AI. It is to make data science understandable. We'll also talk about Gen AI, some of the agents, Agentic AI, how to make them explainable and why it is important. But do you guys understand that why we need explainable AI, or how? Let me put it like this: that how AI is helping you. Do you know that what is going at the back end? Can you understand that if you are applying for a loan, why it got rejected, or on what basis it got approved for another person, or how Netflix is giving you the recommendation? Anybody knows what's happening at the back end? Yes, no, guys. It would be good if
You
it
can
is an
raise your
interactive
hand
session.
and then you can speak. You can raise your hand.
Okay. So let's not waste any time further. Yeah. Anybody? Okay. So what is explainable AI? Explainable AI is that what is happening at the back end. That's what we want to understand. How a model is going to take any action, or it is able to show results to you, what is going at the back end, what is the feature that you are having. That's very important. But before that, as per the agenda, we will be talking about what is AI, what is data science, what is the need of explainable AI, different types of explainability, the techniques that we use in explainable AI, then Gen AI and the explainability, and all of this with the real world use cases. Please unmute yourself and ask questions if you have even something in between. Also, don't wait till the end of the session. More interactive the session, it would be better for you only. Okay, so what is AI? As everybody knows, that artificial intelligence is enabling the machine to mimic human intelligence. But has it happened? Is it 100% possible? Might be not, because what human brain is doing it, we can rethink, we can remember, okay, this happened in the past and now let me use that thing in my current scenario. Still we are far away from that, but soon it will happen with this Gen AI and agentic AI that we are into. Some of the examples of AI that we are using in our real life or day-to-day life is recommendation systems, whether it be your Amazon, your Swiggy, Flipkart, Netflix, Amazon, anywhere and everywhere. Right now, recommendation systems system is there. Then you have chatbots that we always talk to. One of the live chatbot that I think so all of you would have used is ChatGPT. It is a chatbot UI that you are having, but definitely the model that is at the back end is it is a GPT model, which is a large language model, which is helping you to generate text, images, and do other stuff. Then fraud detection in the bank, you have spam detection in your emails, you have scam detections we have in the banks. So all these things that are there, they are through AI. If you would see on the we have different ads coming from Airtel also, that your Airtel network is now powered with AI. We are blocking the spam calls, we are detecting the scams that are happening, and that's how your money is protected, or you are protected from these kind of calls. So everything nowadays is backed by AI. If there is no AI, that product, that company, that human won't be able to survive this fast moving pace, this world at the fast moving pace. You have to be adaptive to that. Moving ahead, what is explainable AI? As I mentioned, that AI is there which is mimicking the human behavior. But can you trust AI? If you see there is a small asterisk sign and there is a note for you when you see when you get any output from the chat GPT, that please validate this because it might not be 100% correct, or this is generated by the machine. So like that, there are always a note if something is done through AI, because still that trust is not there, still that transparency is missing, that accountability is missing. And that's where we need AI. Human need to understand how this AI models are making decisions. With the vibe coding that we are having, anybody can code. A person who is not from a coding background can also code. But if you don't understand the backend, what's happening inside the model, how it is giving you the result, you can't translate it into explainability, then that's the problem. That's what you have to communicate to the business, to the stakeholders, that how the decision is being made. It, especially in industries like which are related to finance, which are related to your medical field, or which are very high visibility and sensitive industries, or the use cases, you 100% need explainable AI. Otherwise that model is not going to thrive, or you can't use it to take business decisions. For example, if you have applied for a loan and your loan gets rejected, this happened in the past, that a person went ahead and sued that bank, that why my loan is rejected, they are discriminating based on the color and the race. If the model is not able to explain, no, that's not the truth, this was the reason, the income was low, that's the reason that we have rejected the loan, you can't win that lawsuit. You have to give that loan or compensation to that person. So that's the power of explainable AI, and that's the requirement of explainable AI in today's world. So, as I mentioned, black box model are hard to interpret. When we talk about the black box model, they are generally the deep learning models that we are talking about. And right now, with the agents, with the Gen AI that we are having, all are the black box models. If you see this high visibility use cases where explainability is an issue, people generally fall back to classical machine learning models, where the models are white box, where you can explain, because that is the core. You need the explainability, without that you can't proceed, and that's the reason that classical ML is still thriving. It is not outdated. It is critical in banking, in healthcare. You have regulatory requirements in multiple fields. If you are using in defense, again, you need to have the explainability. If you're using in banking, there are a lot of regulations, you need to be explainable. And it also helps model debugging. You can understand which feature is important, what is the problem, is there a data leakage, is this model correct, it is doing the justice or not to your output, is it a bias model. All these things you can understand, as well as debug where the problem is. So that's why we need explainable AI. Guys, is my pace fine? Are you able to understand? Any questions, any doubts? You
Yes,
might
ma'am.
say, yeah, sorry. Okay, you might know about explainable AI, but it is always good to understand from the industry perspective. It will help you in your further journey when you are creating the models, when you are in your working, in your professional lives. It will definitely help you why this is important and what it is. So please make use of this session and use as and ask as many questions as you want. So types of explainability that we have, one is the global explainability, second is the local explainability. So what is global explainability? Overall behavior of the model. Like if I say income is an important feature, or this is the most important feature in my model to make a decision or to make a prediction, that's the global explainability. Local explainability is individual prediction, means this result or this prediction or this loan was rejected because this person's income was low. So for the specific prediction, we are able to link it to the explainability that why that thing happened. So model specific versus model agnostic explainability you have. For you can have a generalized explainability also, which is for each and every model that is being followed, that is model agnostic. Whereas model is specific is for that model only, that this prediction is happening in this model, now I want the explainability for this one. So these are the types of explainability that we generally talk about. And in regulatory industries, each and every type of this explainability is important. Moving ahead, some of the famous techniques that we have, as I have been talking about feature importance, we do talk about which are the top 20 features or top 50 features. We don't work in industry just with a handful of 10 features. We work with n number of features. It could be 100 plus features, it could be even 1,000 plus features that you are working with. I know there would be dimensionality curves that you would be facing, but still these are the things that happens in industry. You get too many variables to work on, and in that of course you would be doing reduction and all that, but you have top features, top listed features, which are giving you the importance. Okay, first feature is contributing 10% in terms of importance, second feature is 8% or something like that, the feature important percentage is there. These are the important features to take a decision. Based on that, you can decide if this feature is a correct feature as per the regulations. Any questions?
Yes, ma'am. There's a question
Yeah,
about the last slide.
yeah, please go ahead.
Just a second. Nazim, I'll unmute you so you can ask your question.
Ma'am, this slide I didn't understand
Okay.
properly.
Yeah, so types of explainability means, first of all, explainable AI is there everywhere. You need to have that. Now, there could be different types of explainability based on the context of the problem. One of that is okay, we want just to know which are the important features. We just want to know what are the decision making features in my model prediction. So, that is your global explainability. Suppose, as I have been giving the example, that the loan is being rejected, or you are predicting that who is eligible for the loan or not. So in that case, I just want to know. I'm just giving a very rudimentary example. Don't take it that in industry it happens like that. It is just a simple example for explainability. So in that case, I'm saying, okay, I just want to know which are the features. Top 20 features are listed. Income is one of them, credit score is there, your age is there, your education is there. So that is global explainability. Okay, what's the important? That is the model behavior that is there. But in some of the use cases, it might ask you that for individual prediction, I want to know because of which feature, which specific feature that decision was taken. So that's local explainability. That okay, my loan has been rejected. I am going back to bank and I'm asking why my loan is rejected. So that is a specific case. That is the local explainability. Okay, ma'am, your because your credit score is lower or your income is lower. That's why your loan has been rejected. That's the local explainability for a specific prediction. I can have that. Model is specific versus model agnostic explainability. There are few rules. There are certain general criteria for each and every organization that they would set. This has to be followed in terms of model explainability. It is irrespective which kind of model it is. It is a deep learning model, it is a neural net, it is a classical ML, it is what kind of a model, or it is your credit decisioning model, it is your technology model, whatever it is. But I need these kind of explainability. That is model agnostic. Whereas model is specific. Okay, your model is a credit decisioning model. So I want this extra explainable things in that model. That is a model specific explainability. I hope that's clear.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Moving ahead, as I was telling you, common explainable AI techniques are feature importance. Then we have something known as SHAP value. Lime, Lime also tells you that how the movement, and Lime and SHAP value both tells you for each individual feature how much it is it is making an impact on your prediction, how important it is. So your feature important, sharp value, lime, all these are telling you what is the impact. Is it highly impacting, it is impacting less, or with the change in the value, what is the delta change in the prediction that you are having. Then we can use decision trees also, because they are white box for your explainable AI. You have something known as PDP plots, we call it partial dependence plot. So all these techniques are there. You can read more about that. We would require another session altogether to show you the code and all this, how these works. But these are the common explainability techniques that we are using all throughout. Okay, I hope this makes sense.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Moving ahead, one example, as I have been talking about, explain why the loan was rejected. Your income was low, credit score poor, high existing debt. Now, this is a global explainability or this is a local explainability? Guys,
This
anyone?
is the local one.
Correct. This is local explainability. So, if you have explainable AI, you can justify your decisions that no, I'm not being biased based on gender or anything. It is like this, that because the income is low, it is not meeting the threshold. That's the reason that it is getting rejected. Same goes with your credit score or with the high existing debt. Now, what is generative AI? Is there anyone in this group who hasn't used ChatGPT? I don't think so. If you haven't, then that comes as a big surprise to me. But every one of you would be using ChatGPT in some form or the other. What is Gen AI? As the name suggests, it is generative AI. It is generating content, new content from you for you. It could be text, it could be images, it could be code, it could be PPT, it could be anything and everything. It is generating for you. So that's generative AI. How it works? It works based on something known as large language models. What is the concept of large language models? Anyone? Anybody knows what is large language model? Guys, I'm sure you would have heard about large language models.
Ma'am, I have heard of it, but I don't know what it
Okay, no
exactly.
worries. So, large language model is the AI system which is trained on massive amount of text data. If you you guys would have trained the models like your any logistic regression, linear regression, or all these old classical models. You would have trained. How do we train the model? We train the model on the historical data that is present. But these models, these large language models that we have, the GPT models that we are having, the Claude, Gemini, all these are running on large language models. So they are trained on massive amount of text data as well as images to understand and generate human like language. In the past, when chat gpt made a revolution, it came out. So you were seeing there were versions, chat gpt, then chat gpt 2, chat gpt 3, and all these came because they are retraining, they are making more, they are keep on they just keep on training the models with all the world information that you have, the wikipedias, the encyclopedias that are there. So LLM is AI that reads, writes, and understands text like human. Example is your chat GPT. So the core idea is that it learns pattern from the text, can answer questions, write content, translate, code, all these things it could be done. So that's what is your generative AI, and that's how it is used through large language models. I hope you guys got some idea about what is LLMs and how generative AI is working. The core concept for all of this is transformers. So if you guys are not aware of transformers, then transformers generate the embeddings. Again, that's a separate topic altogether. Please go ahead and read about the transformers. There is one famous paper that is in 2013. It made a it completely revolutionized AI. That was attention is all you need. I hope many of you have heard. If you haven't heard, please go ahead and read this paper. It is very interesting and it gives you the idea about transformers. Okay, so now Gen AI is further the black box. You can't explain. You really can't explain why I'm getting this. I am. Suppose there are two people. Okay, um, I'll give you two scenarios. One scenario is that I asked the question. I asked one question to ChatGPT, and after 15 minutes, I again asked the same question to ChatGPT. That's one scenario. And the second scenario is two people are there. I am there, and some Mr. X is there, and both asked the same question to ChatGPT on their machine. Now, tell me, what is the probability, or in case 1 and case 2, will we have same answers or will we have different answers
Different answer.
in both the cases or in just one case?
Both the cases.
Correct. So even in the same machine, same person is asking the question, your your pattern changes, the answer pattern changes, or might be it is putting some extra words or some other thinking behind that, and that's why it is giving you a different answer. So now it is a bigger question about the explainability that you are having over here. Why it is happening? Why I'm getting two different answers for the same questions when I'm just asking 2 minutes apart, or when I'm asking at the same time, but two different machines, same UI is there, same model is there at the back end, but why two different answers? The explainability is really tough in that case. And the specific challenges that we faced in Gen AI is hallucination and lack of reasoning transparency. Reasoning transparency is what I just talked about. What is hallucination? Hallucination, as the word suggests, your chat GPT or any of your this Gen AI models start thinking, start being creative and giving you the outcome, which is, or the facts with the confidence, which are actually not true at all. So that's hallucination, as the name suggests, that they are dreaming. If if you guys would have trained any model or created anything using this LLMs or these models like Sonnet, Claude, and all these things, then probably you would have set a parameter which is known as temperature. Temperature ranges between 0 to 2, 0 being if you set 0, it means I don't want Gen AI, or I don't want my model to be creative. But again, this is not 100% guarantee that it won't hallucinate, but there are chances that it won't hallucinate that much. It will give you always the factual information. Whereas as you increase the temperature from 0 to 2, your creativeness will increase. It will also increase the risk of hallucination. It's not that will with increase of I can't directly say with increase in the value of temperature your hallucinations will directly increase. No, your creativeness will increase, which will intact also increase the risk of hallucination. What are the solution for this explainability challenges that we have in Gen AI? Prompt explanations. The prompt that you are giving to your model to generate the output, that should be explainable. The chain of thought reasoning. Anybody knows, anybody has heard about what is chain of thought? Anyone guys, at least have you heard about this term?
Yes, ma'am. Like it's building up of what was already said.
Yeah, so chain of thought is thinking, as it is saying, chain of thought. Thinking step by step before answering. If you put a question in Chat GPT and you would see on top it is coming, it is thinking, it is analyzing, it is reasoning, and now it is generating answer for you. So what's happening? It is chain of thought. So it is a technique where AI solves a problem by breaking it into step by step logical thinking instead of jumping straight into the answer. So if that happens, then you can have the traceability, you can trace it through, and you can understand what happened, which all logic it went through, and how it gave you the answer. Models like GPT-4 and your newer LLMs, these are the ones that generally use this chain of thought, especially when you have tasks like coding, your maths problem, your decision making. In all these things, chain of thought is very important. Is it clear? So it is more, now it is thinking more like humans.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What are AI agents? Now, everybody's talking about from 2024, somewhere late 2024, everybody's talking about AI agents, agentic AI, AI agent. What is that? Anybody of you have used it?
Yes, ma'am. They are like a personalized.
Yeah, it's personalized. What it is doing for you?
Ma'am, basically AI agents help us make decisions as like they make the decisions themselves instead of just suggesting.
Yeah, so as it is written on screen also, AI agents perform tasks autonomously. So AI agents are the systems that can perceive, decide, and act autonomously to achieve the goal. So in short, AI that only as you mentioned, it not only thinks but it also take actions on its own, like your self-driving cars that are there. What they do, they will see the road also, they will decide that there's a turn, we have to put a we have to turn, we have to put a brake, we have to accelerate. It will control the car also. Your virtual assistant, your Alexa, your Google Assistant, your Siri, all these are what they will listen to the command. They they decide what you want and they will act on that, like setting the alarm, controlling the devices, the smart bulb and all, answering the questions. Then your recommendation system, Netflix, YouTube, Spotify, they observe your behavior, decide what you might like, and they act. They suggest you movies, they suggest you videos, they suggest you songs. Chatbots and the customer support that you have, it will understand your query, it will decide to give you the best response, it might also process a refund for you if your problem is not solved. Your smart home systems. So AI agents will perceive, think, and act. So all these things are nothing but your AI agents that are doing task for you, but on their own, not with a manual intervention. What is agentic AI? As the name suggests, and you can see the answer also on the screen. Multiple agents working together. Can anybody give me an example of this in real world? Anyone?
No, I can't.
So let me explain first in a little more deep what is agentic AI. So agentic AI refers to advanced AI systems that can plan, make decisions, and take multiple actions independently, not just one, as I was telling you before, like a single agent. They can take multiple decisions independently to achieve the goal, not just respond to your chats through a chatbot, but they can reply to your query also based on your further question. They can process your refund also, or they can connect you to the personal assistant also, or they can suggest a replacement of your product also. So there are multiple tasks that they can do. So they have a flow chart, or they have a loop. Okay, yes, no, if not this, I will go to this task. If yes is there, then I will go to this task. That's how this agentic system works. So real world examples, if I talk about, one of the examples could be autonomous research and task agent, like your auto gpt is there. So what it does, it will break the goals into task. It will research the information online and uh, execute the steps repeatedly based on the decision it is taking, that where it should go, and it will refine it. So suppose you have given a question, uh, research best laptops under 80,000 and summarize. So what will agent do? It will plan, it will search, it will compare, and it will give you the output. Or you have if you ask chat gpt now, if you will see, many reels are coming on Instagram, right? That I want to act as my travel agent and plan a trip for me within India during this time. My budget is this much. I want to travel with family, or I want to travel with friends. So what it will do? It will plan. It will search different forums online, and it will compare the results. It will find the tickets for you, that which is the cheapest ticket, which is the best time to go for you, and then it will give you the output. And also at the end, if you see, it asks questions. Do you want to are you do you want any have specific dates in mind, or you are fine to go anytime? Do you want to go for 1 week, or you want to also explore this place? So even it asks you questions to refine the results further and give you the best one. Same is your coding agents are there, customer service automation agents are there, many things are there. Your in this autonomous vehicles, you have advanced advanced features are there. Your personal productivity agents are there, like AI assistant can help you with the tools like if it you have created something like from MS Copilot, an agentic system you have created, which can read your emails. It can reply to your emails. Based on the emails, it can take action to book a meeting in your calendar, or send out emails to multiple people also. All these things are your agentic AI. So what's the difference between normal AI or the single agent and the agentic AI is that the response in agentic AI is multi-step, whereas normal AI is one step answer. The goal handling that happens in agentic AI, it is goal driven. It is not limited like a normal AI. The autonomy is high over here, as well as in normal AI, it is the autonomy is low. So the core idea of agentic AI is it will take the goal, it will plan, it will act, it will observe, it will improve, and this loop keeps on repeating till you are exhausted, or till all the options are exhausted. So that's how agentic AI works. Is it clear, guys?
Yes,
Okay. Now more the AI, bigger is the problem for explainability. So, explainability in agentic AI trace decisions across agents. Now, multiple things are connected. How will I know whether it has taken the correct decision or not? Logging actions, which information it has logged, what is correct, what is incorrect, so that we can track what has happened. The workflows, the flow that you are having, that it will go to this, if the answer is yes, if not, then it will go to this. That should be transparent. And the best is to have human in the loop to decide or to observe all these things, and then finally decide on the decision, the output that is there, whether it has taken the correct decision or not. So all these are the part that you can do in terms of explainability in agentic AI. Okay. Real world use cases we have spoken about. In banking, the fraud detection, many of your banks are doing that they are blocking your card if they feel that this transaction is a fraudulent one. They are, you are not able to give the, or the OTP is not being generated, something like that. Healthcare, your diagnosis support are there. E-commerce recommendation system, legal AI systems, all are using your AI everywhere. Challenges in explainable AI is it's always a trade-off between accuracy versus explainability. Sometimes it's generally not, sometimes most of the times we have observed that a black box model is more accurate than your classical ML models. Now you have to decide how much explainability is possible. The more deep you are getting into, the more the model is into black box, the explainability becomes a question. Till what level you are able to explain, so you have to take a call based on the problem statement. There are complex deep learning models which are very tough to explain. There is bias in the AI system that you can't remove 100% bias. There would be somewhere or the other. Now, how much you can handle, how much is allowed as per the regulations is something you have to decide. Future of explainable AI, there would be more regulations with the time moving forward. The tools will improve. Integration with Gen AI is happening, and it will keep on happening to make the development of AI ethical. We are not biasing, we are not using it for the wrong means, and that's what is explainable AI. Career opportunities in this field is, of course, data scientists, AI engineers, responsible AI specialists, and ML engineers. Many more titles are there, but these are the broader titles that generally we have seen people. It depends on the title from organization to organization. Um, so, summary, what we talked about is explainable AI build trust in AI system. It is critical for the real world adoption. Gen AI and agents or agentic AI also needs explainability. There is a huge career scope. People are saying AI is taking the job. Yes and no, both. Yes, if you are not updated with the field, you are not progressing with the speed that the AI is moving, you are not learning new things. You can't just sit on classical ML or time series and think that I'm saying my job is secured as a data scientist. No, with the agents coming in, you need to learn more, you have to develop more. And if you are on top of that career landscape, you are moving fast forward, then your job is secured, because AI is something everybody need, and we will keep on moving to manage those agents, to manage those systems. So humans are still required. So that's it from my end. Any questions, please feel free to ask.
Please raise your hands so you can. Yes, Nazanin, please ask your question.
Yes.
Sorry, can you come again, please?
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Yeah.
Actually, ma'am, I wanted to ask, how does XAI make genomic cancer risk predictions both probabilistic and clinically interpretable?
So, if I understood your question correctly, you want to understand that how explainable AI will help you in probability and the interpretable predictions, right?
Yes, ma'am. But like in the diagnosis. uh,
In the
of setting.
diagnosis, okay, you are asking about the medical field, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so tell me first of all, do you know how AI is being used in medical industry?
I have a slight idea. I
Yeah,
really
you
don't
can give it a
know.
shot. There's no right or wrong. Just what's your idea? What do you know about it?
Mm, as like I know that genetic codes are taken and recorded, and on the basis of that, sometimes whether someone is related or not, or
Okay.
what the probability of someone getting a certain disease is
Yeah.
that is predicted. So
So I'll give you an example, okay? And especially it happened post COVID because data increased. So medical imaging diagnostic. When I say imaging diagnosis, X-rays, your ultrasounds, all these images. So AI analyzes the X-ray, MRIs, CT scans, and it finds out which part of the image led to that diagnosis. Might be there is a tumor that led to that diagnosis. So it helps radiologists to verify easily or to cross check their analysis. Now think about it. If we just depend on AI to take that decision, it could be life threatening. You don't know 100% that it has found out the correct thing or not. So that's why explainability is important. Why why you are saying that this is a tumor or this can lead to cancer? Why AI is saying that? Because it has found out these parameters, and based on this parameters it is deciding this thing. So that's the explainability, which will help doctor to take a better decision and say whether the AI is making the correct decision or not. Detecting a pneumonia or cancer with visual explanations is something where healthcare is using AI in a large extent. Disease prediction models like diabetes or heart disease, that you are at a risk of it. Now, which are the key factors? Explainable AI will help you show those key factors, that you are having the BP, you have a family history over there, your family or your sugar levels are high, that's the reason. Or you have a sweet tooth, that's the reason. So multiple things, so doctors understand the why the patient is at high risk, not just going by their gut feeling. So these are the things, how your healthcare industry is utilizing, and how this explainable AI helps or gives confidence to a doctor. If you go to a doctor and a doctor says to you, they are not giving you a reason, they just say, just trust me, I don't know the reason why I'm saying this, that you will have this disease or you are having this disease, or why I'm diagnosing you with this disease. Would you like that? No, you won't like that. Same goes with AI also.
Nam, when we are talking about cancer
Mm-hmm.
specifically, there are certain codes assigned to different types of cancers, um, for the coding only. So,
Mm-hmm.
in the oncology field, whenever we are talking about AI,
Mm-hmm.
uh, how do we develop an AI that is much more um, like closer to what.
Yeah, so, see, first of all, I'm not from the medical field, so that means in the breadth, in all length and breadth, I won't be able to answer this. That's not my expert area. But what I have seen with the use cases that are available on internet is that AI analyzes the CT, MRI, and mammograms and all these things, and it shows the exact tumor region influencing that prediction. So these are the images that it is through that we are doing that. So then the chances of false positive or the false negative reduces. That's one. Then cancer risk prediction is there, that there could be different kinds of cancer, lung cancer, breast cancer, so many things. So which factors are there? Factors like genetics is there, lifestyle is there, medical history is there. So these are the factors. This data is collected. Based on that, it is taking the decision. So early detection is happening, then the cure. So early detection and prevention is there. Prevention strategy is something that oncology or your medical healthcare industry is using. Then personalized treatment planning is there. AI suggests the best therapy for that. Chemo is there, immunotherapy is there, targeted therapy is there. So explainable AI will suggest you that why this drug is recommended, how patient specific data is influencing this decision. So there is a precision in the medicine that you are giving. So these are some of the areas that I know of. That oncology, there's definitely much more. There is prognosis and survival prediction is there, drug discovery and clinical trials are there. Many fields are there, but healthcare is heavily using AI right now. This is the best I can answer you, not being from the healthcare industry. I hope that this helps you to
Yes,
understand.
ma'am, you answered very clearly. So my next question is based on this only.
Mhm.
Can we combine XAI and robotics for more help in like medical
Do
field
you
or
have any
something?
example in mind?
Yeah, so in certain surgeries there is a level of precision that is needed, but it is like often we as humans aren't able to do that because of the level of precision.
Right. So,
So
uh, to answer you, it is already happening. Okay. So, explainable AI and robotics are already combined. Robots act, and then we explain why they acted. Okay, so robots make the real world decision. I know robotic surgery is something which is peaking up in India, especially, though in foreign lands it has already been done. So robots make real world decisions, like their movements, their action. Human need to understand and trust those decisions. How it will help if we know through explainable AI why robot made that decision or that move, right? So you have the surgical robots. Example is this, the Vinci surgical system that you have now. With explainable AI, it explains why certain incision or the movement is made, right? It shows the risk analysis in real time. So that is how explainable AI and robotics are combined. So doctors get confident, as well as patients also feel secure, and the patient safety is also maintained.
ma'am, this might be a very silly doubt, but are the robots working under the supervision of the doctors, or like the
Yes.
doctors are coding or something?
No,
Do
not
they?
coding, but see, the surgery is being done by a robot. It is a less painful surgery. Incisions are small and all. That's why robotic surgery is becoming too famous right now. But doctors are there in the theater. It's not just the patient and the robot. Okay, but there are autonomous robots also. There are drones also. So it explains the path and the choices to do this thing, but it is not there in healthcare as of now. As far as I know, at least in India, the autonomous robots are not doing the surgery. It is in the supervision of humans, because it is about life and death.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Any other
So we are
questions?
unmuted out.
Any other question, guys?
Okay, ma'am. Shivani has a question. She's put it out in the chat box. She's
Mm-hmm.
asking, are creative answers also considered hallucinations? For example, you ask ChatGPT for ideas. So would
Yeah, yeah.
that also be considered hallucinating?
Hallucination is part of LLMs. You can't completely remove this. If somebody says hallucination is completely removed, it won't happen. In IVS also, it's not hallucination in IVS because they are strictly trained on what is the answer you have to give, and also on top of every LLM you apply a lag which is specific to your use cases, so that almost reduces chances to negligible for hallucinating in such scenarios. But if you're just using LLM, hallucinations can't be removed.
So misleading facts would be considered hallucinations.
Yes.
Okay, do we have any other questions? Please don't shy away if you have questions. Okay, so I think that's all. Thank you so much, ma'am, for that incredibly insightful and inspiring session. Your ability to simplify complex concepts and present them with such clarity truly reflects your depth of knowledge and experience. Your journey, achievements, and commitment to mentoring are genuinely inspiring, and we are very grateful for the time and effort you took to share your insights with us today. I'm sure everyone here is walking away not just with knowledge but with a renewed sense of curiosity and motivation. On behalf of Women in Tech Society and Kanha House, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to you for being with us today. And thank you to our audience for your enthusiastic participation.